Hi, I'm
Welcome
Connie.
back.
Sorry. Welcome back. I'm Connie.
And I'm Angelica.
And this is
The
the In-Between Girls podcast. Woo! Okay, so today we actually asked Instagram if you could please follow us. We asked things, and I asked you guys like, what do you want us to talk about? First, I have one that we're not talking about today because we're not educated, but we got kinks and fetishes.
Like, did you mean like our own? Or like for us to review?
Oh, interesting.
Because on my own, I don't think I have any.
Same.
That I know of yet.
I'm like, sorry, we're boring.
Sorry.
But if anything, come on the pod and teach us
Ooh, yeah.
with your girlfriend. Like,
Surprise us.
tell us. Yes, we would like to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we knew we would, but which is that we don't know. All I know is foot fetishes. I know about that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that's like the most common one. No?
I think so. And then we were asked to talk about Tristan Thompson and cheating. It says cheating, second chances you can forgive, but can you really forget? So we decided to dive into this topic today.
Am I prepared? Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, no. Yes, I know. We had a time.
You just scared me.
We had time, but like I answered the questions, but I didn't really like
you
how
said,
I
I did the outline of this episode,
Yeah.
and am I weird? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I went off of her outline. It was really good, actually. Good details. So because at first I was like, what the fuck, what exactly? But you gave really good like questions, so I was able to answer those.
Okay, so let's see. So first, we're gonna go based on like definition of Google what cheating is. So it says, act of dishonesty or unfairly in order to gain an advantage, especially in a game or examination. Of a second helicopter. Second definition is avoid something undesirable by luck or skill.
Oh, this like when you cheat in a game. Or
yeah.
something.
Okay. What is your definition of cheating?
My definition that I wrote down was cheating is lying or keeping information from your partner for your own benefit or doing things you discussed is not okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is your definition?
For me, it's something that you know that you're hiding from your partner and you're not able to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to hurt your feelings or something.
Because you know it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Would we give second chances? And like, to me, okay, I'm gonna read first what I wrote. Mm-hmm. I think we can give second chances. Everyone deserves a Everyone deserves a second chance. We're not perfect human beings. Like none of us are perfect. And I feel like, especially going off of that, I feel like it's circumstantial sometimes. Like I feel like if you're like really young, like honestly, like you're a human being, you're learning. Like if yes, it's shitty, like it's not okay. But I'm like, you were a child. Like what? Like how are you gonna punish a child? Like honestly, you could do whatever you want. But like I feel like you can give a second chance. But I feel like if you're like in your 30s, 40s, already in a marriage, like committed, I feel like I wouldn't give one then because I'm like, you're old now. Like you're supposed to have learned this when you were young. But I don't know, I could always change my mind. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But like as of right now, I kind of think of it a little bit that way. I'm not sure.
I do believe in second chances. Opposite from you, I feel like for me it doesn't really have
an age
range where it's okay to forgive. I think as long as they're how they're willing to work on it or
put in the work.
Yeah, put in the work on the relationship. I think it's okay to give a second chance.
Yes, it honestly comes down to the person. Mm-hmm. If you know you can't, like then that's fine too. Like you don't have to give second chances to people you don't want to. But if you feel like you could forgive and you could work on it, and if they're putting in that work, I don't see why not.
And I feel like there's also different levels.
Yes, different levels. That's very true. Mm-hmm. Because honestly, I think it goes person to person.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's different people that will tolerate different things.
Yeah, people have different boundaries as well. Yeah. Or like now there's like open relationship. Well, that wouldn't be cheating because you're in an open relationship.
You're well aware of
it.
But
yeah, Like, I think it's circumstantial, honestly. It comes down to because they're not all the same.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like there's different levels on what your significant other did.
Yes. Going back to Tristan, this is why I would stop forgiving Tristan, because first of all, they're public figures. Like, he knew unless he's dumb, he must have known it was gonna get out. He must have known Chloe was gonna find out. And then what's more fucked up is that, yes, he was doing the work, but if he was doing the work and taking that advice and taking everything, like the therapy, whatever they gave him, and using it, he wouldn't have cheated again. He's doing it because he wants to. It's voluntary. Like, he chooses to do it. It's not like, oh, it was a mistake. No, he keeps choosing repeatedly to cheat on Chloe, even though he's doing supposedly all this work. So in a way, I feel like he's manipulating her, because he's like, look, I'm doing all this work. But I'm like, if you were really doing the work, it wouldn't be happening, especially not this often.
Mm-hmm. I think it's also a big deal because he tried to hide it when the girl got pregnant.
So it's like he's continually lying.
Yeah.
Like, just be honest. Like, if you already got caught, tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just making it worse. Because honestly, the truth always comes out.
Yeah, that is true. And I mean, the girl was pregnant and he never mentioned it to her. So I feel like that's a little more tough. Yes,
because it's like you're continuing to lie. So it's like, how is she gonna forgive you if you're still lying? Like, that's the part. Like, I fucking hate liars. Like, yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, he's still lying to her. That's why I'm like, I'm mad for her. I'm like, girl, like, he's still lying. Why are you forgiving him?
Yeah.
Because, like, if he were to be honest with her, like, entonces sí, ¿verdad? Pero, like, the fact that he hid the pregnancy and stuff, I'm like, do you think she wasn't going to find out? You're famous. She's famous. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's public record. Like,
yeah, it was eventually going to come out. So I don't know what he was thinking.
That was a bad move on his part.
For sure.
And that's why I don't know. I feel like I can't keep forgiving Tristan. I never forgave Tristan,
like
but
if he owes us anything.
Yeah, like, for Chloe's sake, I never forgave him.
Mm-hmm.
I was always like, bitch, she was pregnant. Like, what? Like that.
I feel like that's also another level of cheating.
That's
like,
even worse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that your wife chose to take on, like, the sacrifice of, like, putting her body through all of that trauma, and you decided to still seek other women and disrespect her like that.
They're cutting the fucking grass and it's raining.
It's raining. Why are you cutting the grass? Okay, they left. But, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Kevin Hart also cheated on his pregnant.
That's the worst. Why? Like, it's like your
First of all, she already probably feels like not herself because she's pregnant and all those hormones, and you go and do that. That's kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it's the worst betrayal, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never been pregnant, but, like, it's like a big thing. It's, like, traumatic to some people. Like, your body goes through a lot of changes, hormonal, like, you're very vulnerable, and you're making a sacrifice with your body to bring your guys' child into this world. Because realistically, all he had to do was, like, do the thing with you. He ain't suffering.
Yeah.
So it's you, and the fact that he decided to betray you in your most vulnerable state when your child is literally about to come into this world is, like, to me, is like the ultimate betrayal. That would be heartbreaking, like, life ruining.
Yeah, it's a little too much for me.
Yeah, that's why I feel so bad for Chloe. Like, cause I'm like, damn, like, pobrecita, like, le pasó todo eso, and, like, I'm like, yeah, she let the dad be in the room, but I'm like, she was not gonna remember that. Like, you just had to have him in there for what? Like, he literally.
Well, I mean, it's also because of him too. You know, it is at the end of the day, it is.
I don't care. To me, honestly, I would have been like, no, you don't deserve to be in here. For what?
I would have done it just because obviously, like, him as a person, like, as a father a father
to the child,
not as a partner, as me as a father. I would be like, okay, you're able to stay here, but that's it.
I guess the reason I changed my mind is because he's not even trying to be in the new kid's life.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so it doesn't really matter to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like he only does it for Chloe.
Maybe, yeah.
Because how come you love your children, but then, like, don't claim your other child and, like, you're not in their life? If you really love your children, you would be in all of their lives. I don't think you pick and choose who you like. All your children are your children.
That is true.
So that's how I feel about Tristan Tristan Thompson.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused when you said you don't get to pick and choose, because he did want her to get an abortion. So, there's people that do get an abortion, their first child or their second child, whatever, but after that they have kids and they obviously love them. Does that make sense?
In a way. But I'm like, regardless, the child is still here and he's still the father.
That is true. At least I feel like financially he should, for sure. I don't know. It's a bit complicated. Yeah,
because for me personally, I don't know. It's like, imagine you have a child somewhere in the world. Like, wouldn't you want to know? Wouldn't you want to be in their life?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how to explain this, because it's like, it was kind of in a portion responsible of him to ask for her to terminate her pregnancy. Not for the right reasons, obviously, but he was somewhat, he knew he didn't want to be part of the kid's life.
Just because somebody has one and you didn't want to have one with them, does that mean you don't like that child? Like, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't matter. At the end of the day, it's still your kid. It doesn't matter who birthed it. Like, it's still yours.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's yours, but that's, I don't know. I guess we can agree to disagree.
Yeah, it's a bit complicated.
In that topic.
I feel like it's a bit complicated, because there's also, there's people that don't want to have a child and they get an abortion, but the dad wanted it. So what do you do in that case? That's a good an abortion topic.
Yeah, now we're getting into abortion. This is cheating? Yeah. It's a topic.
It's weird. But the cheating part, obviously, it's not okay.
That's how the baby came into this world, because he cheated.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, that's sad.
What are your thoughts on Tristan Thompson?
I don't think he's ever going to change.
Do you think he's being manipulative by going to therapy and not changing?
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like he's just an overall asshole. Like,
not a good person.
Oh, I guess he hasn't reached that. How people say you have to reach, what's it called?
Rock bottom.
I don't think he has reached that yet. And he needs to.
What else could he do that's worse? Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Everybody, does their own thing.
Yeah.
A second chances. I said yeah, right? Like a second chance is fine. But then I put 3 chances. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's a little too much.
I think it's like...
But I also feel like it also depends on the level of cheating.
No.
I don't know.
To me, I feel like 3 would be too much. I'd be like, again, bitch? Like, how many more times? Like 4? 5? No.
Yeah.
I think the second chance is okay.
If it's cheating like the same as the previous cheating, then I feel like no.
Yeah.
If it's a different type of cheating, I don't know.
Like what? Give me an example.
There's different levels.
Like he messaged her.
Yeah. Or like I don't know. For me, it's like he liked.
He liked her picture. Some people are very like anti-cheating, which obviously you should never cheat. Yeah. But some people are very like
one and done.
Yeah, and then some people are very judgmental of other people who forgive, and I don't think you should judge in their situation. Yeah. Obviously, we judge Chloe.
No, we judge.
We sorry. But she's also a public figure, so it's more
and
likely.
It's been also like multiple times, and it's been really bad.
And I feel like we do it more as I'm like caring for her. Like we're like, girl, like we're not like you're a stupid bitch. No, we're more what kind of. But she's also a celebrity.
Yeah.
And not to say that you can talk shit about celebrities, but I feel like it's because it's like when somebody you care about is doing something, and you're like, why the fuck are you doing that? Like it's not good for you.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like that. But yeah, like I see random situations you know nothing about, because Tristan, we know all the details.
Yeah,
we don't know people day-to-day details, so we don't know
exactly what happened. Yeah,
so we don't know.
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, the next question was, can you forgive? You can forgive, but can you really forget? And I said, it comes down to the person and time. You can't expect to forget like from one day to the next. and then I said, if you know, because it goes person by person. Like I said, like if you know it's always gonna be there in the back of your mind, and you feel like you're never gonna trust the person, because like I said, it's person to person. If you can't do that, that's fine. End it there. So I think it's a very broad question. It depends person to person what you're willing to forgive, like how you're willing to move forward. Because I feel like also if you stay with someone and the whole time are you cheating on me? Are you cheating on me? And you don't trust them, then it's like, how do you expect, like it's not gonna work at the end of the day. Like you're both gonna be tired of it, you're gonna be resentful. So I feel like it's best to just go with your gut. What can you forgive? What can you live with, basically? Like if you can't do it, then don't.
I think that if you want to give that person a second chance, you have to be okay with the idea of you really forgetting about it, because you can't be bringing that up. I know you can't forget it right away and you have to work at it, but once you like go through that, you can't bring that shit up anymore, because if not, like there was no point of trying again, because it will bring you back to the beginning of the fights and the arguments or whatever. So I think if you really want to give that person a second chance and you're willing to work, both are willing to work, you have to come to the realization and accept the idea that you have to let that go and never think about it and literally forget about it. Because there's no way that you're going to live your life with someone and still think about it. Because that's not going to work out. That's really not going to work out. It's still going to be at the back of your mind. That's still going to, mess with your like trust issues with someone. So I feel like if you're going to forgive, you really have to you have to be okay with the idea of truly forgetting about it. Because I think she said, like, if it's, you can forgive but not forget. Yeah, you have to see if you're okay with actually forgetting about it, because you kind of have to if you want to work it out.
And I also feel like it's also, like, obviously you're not going to get over it right away.
Yeah.
You can have, like, certain boundaries and be like, this is my boundary right now. And if you want me to forgive you, like, you're going to have to do what I say right now. And until you're able to, like, forget or whatever, I feel like that's fair as well.
Yeah.
But maybe this person is like, she can't forgive, she can't forget. Like, then that's fine. That's also fine. That's who you are. Everybody's different.
And that's when you have to walk away from the relationship.
Yeah, that's when you walk away and do what's best for you. It's like at the end of the day, do what's best for you, what you feel, and like your gut and your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
you
true.
know what's best for you.
Yeah.
Your body would tell you. It's going to be like either yes or no. You decide.
That is true. Do you have
So-
any personal ones? Like other people?
In middle school, I have a
No
story.
way.
Like I said, sorry, I dropped the mic. In middle school, like, I was a little girl, and I cheated on my boyfriend. I don't even remember which one it was. I don't remember.
That's how
I honestly
that
don't
person
remember who I was dating, but I do remember, and I felt really bad about it. But like I said, I was little. Like, are you gonna be like, wow, Connie, you're a fucking whore? Like what? Like, no, I don't think that's like whatever.
Have you ever gotten cheated on?
Yes, especially
Like, you knowing? Like, you find out? Because I feel like I've gotten cheated on, but I just
You don't
didn't-
know?
Yeah, but it's just that feeling.
Yes, I remember in middle school, this guy I was dating, he was cheating on me with this other girl, and I knew because he was very, like, friendly with her. He broke up with me, and the next day he was dating her. So, obviously, he cheated on me.
Obviously, for sure.
Like, and he never told me, but, like, I knew. I was like, he had to be talking to her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. You cheated on me with that girl?
Oh.
It was funny. Looking back on it, I'm like, whatever. But, yeah, it really hurt me. I was betrayed. I don't know who this is. I was betrayed. It is a big betrayal, you know?
Yeah. At the moment, you're like heartbroken.
Yes. I hated him. But now I don't. Whatever.
Have you ever gotten in a relationship, like in between a relationship? Like you being the third person? I feel like
Not knowingly. Did you? When?
I don't feel like oh shit. I don't think they were official, But there was, I don't know if this is gonna be obvious.
Don't say the.
But it was
the
like
year.
this couple that would be like on and off, and I guess like they were on and off, and I get in one of those off, I was in. And then I guess the girl was like mad, and like she came. Oh, is this too much? Well, she came at me and she was like, "Why are you talking to him? If I'm talking to him," I was like, "Oh, he didn't."
You're like,
tell
I
me
don't
that."
know.
Yeah, but yeah,
I think that happened to me too. Probably in middle school as well.
I wasn't.
But I
shit.
didn't know. And when I did, I stopped talking to him. Yeah. Little boys be sneaky.
Yep. I was a Sancha. Oh my god.
But never like, oh, I'm gonna get in between them. Never.
Like
I
not
feel
on purpose.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's a no. Especially not to another girl. Like, no.
Yeah.
'Cause
Especially not now.
No,
Yeah.
especially not now. Girl, do your thing. No.
For sure.
I feel like now, as an adult, if some guy who is in a relationship tried to talk to me, I would be disgusted. I'm like, wow, you're gonna do that shit to me.
For sure, that's already a
Yeah,
block.
I'd be like, bye. See you never.
Will you tell the girl? I feel like that's complicated. Because they
feel
can
like-
either take it like really good, like thanks for telling me, or like, bitch,
Or
who
they
you
could be
think
like,
you
fuck you,
are?"
like you're flirting with my man or something. It's
Yeah.
because there is, like,
Yeah.
there is people who think like that. So that's why I don't know. I think if I knew the person, I would. Like, if I knew them and I knew how they were, and that they're reasonable, I would. But if they're not reasonable, or if I don't know them to know exactly, I wouldn't want to get in the drama. I'll just block him.
Yeah,
I
true.
just won't respond. But
I feel like in high school I've gotten guys where they were in a relationship trying to talk to me. But
Really?
I would never like knowingly, because I knew that they were in the relationship.
I've heard of situations where that happened. And the crazy thing is, can we just say, people who cheat are just insecure. Like, at the end of the day, they're insecure, and that's why they do it. Because what I
interesting.
noticed, a pattern of the girls who've been cheated on, they're hot dating an ugly man, or vice versa. And the ugly one, but the ugly one cheats because I think they're insecure.
Oh, I see it completely different.
Oh, really?
I feel like they're full of themselves.
Oh.
And
The
they're-
ugly person?
Yeah, and they're like
That's
confident.
That's why they cheat, because.
But how is that insecure?
Okay, because they're insecure. Well, I guess there's two different situations.
Because I feel like if they're gonna be like all full of themselves, I'm like, oh, you know, I have this.
I
She's
pulled
fucking
this one.
hot. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yes, that's the
I feel-
worst one.
I feel like that's like them being like really like full of themselves.
Yeah, like their ego.
Yeah.
But I've also
Because
seen.
for sure they didn't want a guy like that.
Oh no. Yeah, I feel like it happens both ways. Either like the ugly one cheats because they think like, oh, I pulled this fine ass person, so I can pull whoever I want. Like, it goes to their ego, since they're not used to being with someone attractive. They'll start being like a hoe. And then the thing is that I also realized, see, I learned a lot on TikTok. Basically, because they're like people who talk about this stuff, who actually like study it and stuff. And I heard that if okay, say you're attractive and you're dating someone ugly, it would make other girls want him because you have him and you're attractive. Like, it makes them desirable. So that's why people want them. And I'm like, that makes sense, because I remember this one time there was this couple.
Wait, can I interrupt? I feel like it's more because they're seeing how they treat you.
No,
Really?
I don't think so. Well, it could be also. It could be one of them. But I've heard it's because they see you have them and they want what you have, and you're like, hot.
That's I feel like that's more like que te tienen envidia at that person.
Well, it could be, because I mean, there's so many
Like
different
they
situations.
want whatever you want, like everything that whatever that you want. Yeah, not
It could
just
happen.
your guy.
I think it could be one of the reasons as well, because I feel like there's many reasons.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's another reason, and because I feel like this one specifically, I like studied it. This one specifically, the girl was hot, like 10 out of 10. She was dating this. I'm sorry, but he was not attractive. He was very not attractive, and he would cheat on her. And I'm like, you're in no position to be cheating on someone like that. Like, not only are they attractive physically, but they're like seem like a good person inside. Like, you're a dumbass. And I'm like, I feel like either he was, I don't know, maybe he was insecure that he had such a beautiful woman, or maybe he had like an ego and was like, oh, I pulled this baddie, like I can get whoever I want. Because I would hear people being like, oh, her boyfriend messages me and I'm like, ugh, like he dusty. Why is he doing that? Like, he should feel like the luckiest man in the world.
That comes to my mind when you said, when I said that people just want to have what you have.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen like posts that say like, oh, I used to talk to him when he was in high school and something like that. Which is just like, okay. Like, you know, it's more of a girl to girl thing than the guy, you know?
Or like, oh, I had what you have.
Yeah, like,
and it's like,
you should
no,
have kept it. It's good.
Obviously, it didn't stay there, so it didn't want you.
Yeah.
Like, I've never gotten that either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they weren't going to talk to any other person in the world, just you. Like, it happens. But yeah, the fact that they bring it up, if they do that, like, that's kind of like,
that's weird.
It's weird on their end, because it's like, why do you feel like bringing that up?
Yeah,
like,
it shows a little bit of their insecurities.
Yes, it shows insecurity. I feel like that's a big thing here, insecurity. I feel like most cheating is because they're insecure and they want to seem bigger or better. I don't know.
I feel like cheating, it's more like an ego thing. Like, you're full of yourself.
You're full of yourself. Could be.
Yeah, like, oh, look at, like, I can get their attention, and look at this and look at that.
Yeah.
You know, I can get this.
I mean, there's many reasons.
Yeah, that's just, like I said, different levels.
I just wanted to deep dive into like a lot of reasons I've seen, because I've discussed this.
Yeah.
I've discussed this with like other men, like Maria's brothers. We've all talked about it. We're like, why do you think
people cheat?
And they've discussed like their own like situations that's happened to them and stuff. And I'm like, I can see certain things. I'm like, oh, like these factors. I tie the strings together. I'm like, oh, it's because this. But obviously, I'm never gonna get the full details of everyone. But based on what I see, I draw my own conclusions, and I'm like, wow.
Okay, so it brings me up to the green line theory.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay.
So I don't know if this originated from a TikToker, but
I think
it's
it was.
basically this idea that whoever leans, like if you're taking a picture with your significant other, whoever leans in, it's whoever is more like attached, more like, what's it called?
It's like the person who's straight is attracting the other person, pulling them.
Yeah, and like the other person is like more like dependent on the other person, the one that leans in. So I asked Connie for some pictures.
She was looking at my pictures.
Wait, do you believe that's true or not?
No, only because can I show? Okay, let me show you my pictures as examples, so you're not like you're just talking out of your ass. They're literally on my Instagram.
Oh no, girl, I have pictures.
No, but I have.
Like
I'm showing some of me.
Well, hold on. We're gonna get to it, girlie. Hold on.
No, but I want to say why I don't believe it. I lean and I'm by myself.
Oh, but that's your angle.
How? If I lean in all my pictures.
No, because that's you trying to get your angle.
But the same thing. Like if I'm taking a picture of Mario, I'm posing.
But are you posing a different way? You're not going towards your best angles originally.
I do.
Well, it's not like it's at the moment. Like I don't know. I feel like it's different.
Like the ones I've posted, like we post for those pictures, so I make sure I'm like, you know, my best pose.
But I feel like, when you take a picture, do you get more closer to him? Because it's not like you like.
It depends who's in front of who.
What do you mean in front of who?
Like if I'm in the front, yeah. But if he's in the front, like I'll try to.
You're the one who moves.
No.
You just said I move.
Well, I move to look good because I want to get a good angle.
I don't know. I just feel like it's different.
Well, I guess it depends. If you just take pictures just to take them. But I personally try to post because some angles of me are really bad. So I try to get a good one.
Yeah.
In.
Well, I don't believe on it because I feel like.
Why? Oh. You just told me this whole thing, so you don't actually believe in it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just because I don't know. I just think it's stupid.
It makes sense. It made sense though.
Makes sense?
Like the one.
Oh, I'm like,
I don't believe in it, but the examples the guy showed, I was like,
can I say that I feel like he just picked and choose?
Yes, you can. That's true. Okay.
Also, because I saw one of the pictures and his line was completely way off, and it looked like he manually, like, for him, he completely did it, like, diagonal.
Like,
on
they weren't
purpose.
actually leaning?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I heard it has to go from your nose line.
Yeah, I was going straight to the nose.
And
that guy, the line was literally over here by his eye.
I am a leaner. I lean.
Your selfies are different than when you're taking a picture with someone else.
Okay. Point it out to me. I want to see.
Which I don't get, because I was going straight to the nose, and I don't see no, like, angle or anything.
In mine?
Yeah.
Why? But I am leaning.
On this one, I honestly think you're straight. And Mario's
leaning.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna put these on the
Hopefully
screen.
we know how to put them. But I feel like Mario is leaning.
And I was leaning.
You, like, your face wise, yeah, your body's leaning, but your face is straight. Completely straight. Like... Literally. Yeah. But I feel like Mario is the one leaning.
Okay. I'm pulling you, Mario.
So this one, like, this, I feel like it's weird because I'm leaning. We're both kind of leaning.
Yeah, you're both leaning.
Straight. Jose's more straight.
Yeah.
But I am leaning. So.
Well, I like that you did the lines.
This one, you see, I feel like you're leaning.
I'm leaning.
This is why I don't believe in it, because, like, I feel like it goes either way in all the pictures.
Because I feel like we have pictures where we both lean, where one leans.
Yeah, so it literally looks like he's straight and you're leaning compared to the other one. This one, we're kind of both. I'm kind of putting myself away.
She pulling away on his birthday.
His birthday, and he's straight. Like, I don't know. This is why I don't believe it. Yeah, it makes no sense at all.
Because when you told me, I looked at my own picture, and that's when I was like, I'm leaning by myself. Am I leaning away from myself?
It just doesn't make sense. And so I pulled up some celebrities, some YouTubers. But, like, this one is Alondra Desi. But I just got lazy and didn't analyze. But, like, I see her a little bit leaning, right?
The baby is straight.
For sure. But I feel like he's for sure straight.
Yeah, right? He's straight. She's leaning.
She's for sure leaning.
She's leaning. And I'm pretty sure she's pulling him. She's the baddie.
Right, for sure. You see, I got pictures of that one.
And now he's leaning.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe it. Because it's like either this one.
They're both leaning.
Yeah. Well, I kind of see her there a little bit more straight. Because he's kind of tilting his head. This one, I feel like he's a little bit like going in and she's straight. Leaning. Like, it's just.
And it's the same people. One.
She's straight. He's kind of leaning.
And I don't think that's how it is. I think
this is Austin McBroom and Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see? And I mean, just like...
Te digo, it's just poses.
He's for sure leaning on here.
And she's leaning away.
Yeah. I just don't...
I don't think, yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, I did the lines. I for sure did the lines. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't believe it.
Yeah. Because I think it comes down to the pose. Because everybody poses differently to see how they look good.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Because I pose. I know I go like this a lot. Like. So.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's not my God.
I mean, it's not like if I don't like someone, I'm going to be like.
Also, I wonder.
I gotta look good.
I wonder if he's. No, I guess it's not. I was going to say, like, if it's just like a friendship or like mother and daughter situation. How is that? Which I do have to say, I guess it does in a way make sense. Because if you like love someone and you adore him, you kind of like want to, have him closer to you. Which I guess like in a way it makes a little bit of sense.
Are they going to analyze us?
For real. Who's leaning who? But yeah, in a way like it makes a little bit of sense, but it's for sure not like an accurate situation.
Because what threw it off for me was like I pose purposely, like how I think I look better.
Yeah. I wonder if it's more like on the moment pictures.
Probably like candids. Like, oh, right away. You didn't even think.
Like, oh, let me take a picture. Okay,
maybe.
Go. Yeah. Could be.
Yeah, I don't believe in the green lines.
No, yeah.
Because he did pick like all the ones that are free.
He just pick and choose. And
he picked him.
Like I said, I saw a picture where the line was literally like not even on his nose. It was just like to the side. It's like, what the hell? Like, for sure.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna prove. I mean, if the pictures we saw are true, then everybody's cheating
For sure. Because we all cheating on each other.
Yeah, everybody was leaning.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all that I have.
Yeah, that's it.
That is
I feel like we went through this topic really well. We discussed it really well. And who knows? We might change our minds later. Who knows? I don't know. Like, things happen. Your mind changes. I don't know. But as of right now, yes, that's what I believe. We believe. Tell us your thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah. Educate us. Do you know more about this topic? What do you know?
Do you believe in the green light?
Yeah, do you believe in the green line?
Did I say light?
Yeah.
Green line.
Yeah.
That is all that we have.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram at the In Between Girls Podcast. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Watch us. These should be videos. These should be up.
Comment, and subscribe. Rate us.
Do you like our videos? We plan on having a better background in the future. Right now we're just in a dining room.
We just get better.
Yeah, we were. I was surprised this is even working.
For real.
So
girl, imagine the editing.
Bitch.
Well, actually, the time is kind of good.
Yeah, the time
on this one. I don't think on the other ones. I think we're off.
Because we had.
We timed it.
Was stuck outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Send us anonymous messages on Instagram.
Sure.
Our link is there.
Any topics you want us to talk about?
So yeah, let us know. Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.